welcome to Growth Rising. I'm Bird, and on this channel, we just talk about all things dealing with astrology. We've been going over the Venus signs, and so today we'll be going over Aquarius Venus. So, if you have an Aquarius Venus, most likely your sun sign is Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, or Sagittarius. And so, if you want to know your exact Venus sign, you can go to Google, type in free birth chart calculator. The only thing that you'll need to know are your birthday, place, and time. So that'll give you the exact picture of the sky of when you were born. So you will see not only what sign, but also what house your Venus is in. And so you pull up your birth chart, and let's say you see that you have an Aquarius Venus. You may be a type of person who is very curious and open-minded. You're open to try new things. You're not going to shy away from too many new experiences. And you can be attracted to a lot of different things and people. Just whatever seems different from the norm of where you are. That could be something that catches your attention and it's attracting you. Another thing with Aquarius Venus is that they can get along with a lot of different people. That's not hard to believe with an Aquarius, but you could just meet somebody and y'all can just click just like that. Even though, Aquarius may not always be seen as the most friendly sign, they can definitely click with a lot of people. And this Venus sign can be very easygoing, go with the flow, not really, trying to stir up any trouble or anything. This Venus signs will also like to have intellectual conversations, and a relationship just with this Venus signs could be based on that, from the type of conversations that you guys have. So if y'all are having interesting conversations, I don't know what's going on with my words, but if y'all are having interesting conversations, that can make this Aquarius Venus just that much more attracted to you. And also, this Venus sign would like to be around people who can teach them something new, can help to fill their brain up with some kind of knowledge, because, of course, Aquarius is an air sign and they love to know stuff. Air signs do. And Aquarius is definitely up there. I have not met anybody who have strong Aquarius placement who's not, intelligent. So these people would definitely want to be around people who can teach them something new because they like to learn. It's just something that interests them. And if you can teach them something new, you will be the one who can interest them. And they're not quick to get their emotions involved with people. But that's not saying that they don't ever get to that point, because their emotions can get involved with people, but it's going to take them a minute to get there, because for one, they got to know that they can open up to you and be comfortable with you in that way, instead of just being, the easygoing person. They want to know that in a time of need or when things get rough, you're not just going to run away. They want to know that you're going to be grounded, so that they can share their emotions with you, because Aquarius is not going to be the first sign to be emotional. And if you get an Aquarius Venus to that point, just know that they really do trust you, whether it's friendship or relationship. If you get them to that point of being vulnerable with you, they definitely do feel like they can trust you. And this sign can be a very good friend. And, they can be a good listener, and they can also give people their space. But also do keep that in mind about, they can give people their space, because sometimes they can seem very detached. And it's not that they necessarily don't want to be around you anymore. It's more of they need their space. It's their time to get their me time away from everything else that's going on in the world. And this sign can be very good at networking, getting whatever it is they need to get out and connecting with new people and learning how to use their connections. They can be very good at that. And The Venus in Aquarius like to think of the future and likes to plan for the future. Do keep in mind the traditional ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. So yes, there will be some plans that they will come up with, their own plans, not necessarily somebody else's plans, but something that they come up with, and they may or may not stick to it. They can try, but they may or may not stick to it, just saying. And they can also be the type of people who would think about how things in society are going and how can these things right here be better, or how can things in, certain areas become better. And they also would be more attracted to unconventional things and just prefer to stand out. So let's say if you're in an environment where everybody's dating big and tall, you might want to date somebody who's skinny and short just because that's different from everybody in your area. You're not necessarily trying to fit in with everyone else or get the same things that everyone else is getting. Like, so if everybody else is getting a certain type of phone, you'll be like, okay, I don't care. I want the other type of phone. So everybody else is getting an iPhone, you want an Android, and vice versa. Or everybody else is eating steak and you're like, nope, I want turkey. So it could just be you don't want to fit in. It's not something that really interests you. You want to be different. You want to stand out. And it's not necessarily stand out in the same way that a Leo would stand out. It's more stand out in a way that's just different from everyone else. Like, you don't want to be like a copy paste. You'll rather be an original copy. And Aquarius Venus can overthink relationships. So even though they may not show their emotions, they're having some, or they'll talk themselves out of showing the emotion because they're overthinking whatever it is that's going on. Or they could be hesitant of getting in a relationship with somebody just because it's more of, okay, lost my train of thought. And also an Aquarius Venus, they would like to have a steady friendship with somebody. So they will be the type of people to have friendship turn to a relationship. And that could be something that they really enjoy because y'all have already built that foundation. So it's not like y'all are just two new people like meeting each other for the first time trying to make a relationship work. It's more like y'all became friends first, and then that friendship grew into a relationship. And also, if you are dating or with an Aquarius Venus, they may show affection differently than what you may be used to. Some people may want hugs and kisses as a way of showing affection. An Aquarius Venus may want affection in, like, go wash my car. Just to let me know you were thinking about me. You went to wash my car. That can be something that really, warms their heart. So it won't necessarily be the same exact way that everybody else may do, but they're not trying to be like everybody else. Aquarius is not one to want to fit in with everybody else. Aquarius wants to do what they want to do, and they want to do it differently, and that's what makes them happy. And so if you are the partner of an Aquarius Venus, do be appreciative and accepting of their uniqueness, because that will also make them feel loved, because it's not something that they will always be consciously trying to do, is to be different. Sometimes it's just who they are, and they don't know how to not be who they are, or how to not like something different than the norm. And so if you're constantly trying to mold them into being whatever the norm is for you, that could also be pushing them away. And also, like Sagittarius, Aquarius need their freedom also. They need their me time. They don't want to be restricted from life because they also want to grow and to have fun. So if you have an Aquarius Venus, I do want to know what you did and did not agree with. And also if you feel like I done skipped over anything. Have a good one.